WCS, Canada and America qualifiers, or I guess alphabetically America and Canada qualifiers. I'm Rifkin, joined tonight by Zombie Grub. We'll be covering all of the action, and we might have something cheeky afoot. So in the bottom central portion of the map, for Van Nuys Research Station, it'll be Flipside Tactics, blue, Zerg player, JonSnow.
In its opposition, as the red Protoss, it's Pilipili, red blood.
So he's going for a bit of a proxy to start. The dedication for this, in my opinion, is probably just going to be the one gate. If it's two, that would really honestly shock me. But Pilipili and JonSnow, probably the two... I guess maybe Pilipili more so than JonSnow, but the two like least rock star players in North America, but the still good enough to definitely compete in the qualifiers, and good enough for me to say I wouldn't be shocked if either of these two actually qualified through today.
Okay, all right. I mean, I would usually agree, but only having two qualifying spots really makes me have to like second guess everything that I'd be like, oh yeah, he'll make it. Oh, well, wait a minute, like it's not 4, it's 2.
Let's actually go for 2 gateways, and I'm not a big fan of the way this is going down. We'll talk about this in a sec, but Zombie Girl brought up a good point for those who are unaware. Unlike the European qualifiers, there are only 2 spots per qualifier in the America qualifiers to get through. This is because there's also other segments of the America half, so you've got slots being taken by Copa America, shared with SEA and the Oceanic regions as well. So there's not nearly as many spots available for our American and Canadian players. But that being said, JonSnow, he doesn't quite scout this.
Well, that's where you would see the proxy gateways, right behind that brush. So Pilipili, of course, knowing that, I'm guessing he does this somewhat frequently. You got to practice what you're going to do.
That's what catches me a little bit off guard by this. I've seen Pilipili stream, and I don't really see that much cheese come out of him. Yeah. That's why I thought, like, okay, he's going to open up with a bit of aggressive cheese. The one gateway, stalker, back at home, blah, 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 blah. I didn't really expect him to go full bore with this.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that I know him as a cheeser, because I actually don't know him that much at all, and my instinct was macro. Just that, like, he's got to have these builds that he's practiced either in secret on stream or maybe he just didn't catch the streams where he did it, right? So I think he'll study, correctly and be like, okay, that's where they're going to look. You just got to put it a little bit farther back. It does give them a little bit more time to get what they need, just even if they don't scout it. But I'm going to take that chance that they just don't scout it. So he gets 3 zealots unseen. All right, like the Overlord is now the first thing that sees, like, oh wait, there's nothing up there, and then the Zealots walk by the hatchery, or underneath the Overlord, actually, I think is what saw it, and here come the Panic Spines. Now, I did go pool first, so this actually really isn't that bad, unless the micro is pretty poor and he loses a bunch of drones.
It's going to be really hard to use the Lings against this, with or without those Spines, but the Spines are being built in such a way that it's going to be pretty hard for the Zealots to focus them all down, as we see the Mineral Line kind of choking out there. Perhaps not the most perfect micro on the drones or the Lings, but he does deal with the initial couple Zealots. In fact, so confident in this hold thus far, he actually cancels one of the Spines. The second one, that's going to go down so quick to 3 Zealots attacking it. No cancel, big kill. 150 minerals down the drain.
That might have been a mistake to cancel the one in the middle. Maybe 2 of these spawn crawlers would have finished, but now it's only 1. Still, I mean, only 1 is maybe the only stuff you need. 2 would definitely be like, I definitely held this. Like, I'm super comfortable right now. One is still scary. The other scary part is that, of course, with only a spine crawler, nothing else, you're gonna not be able to defend your natural, maybe, and it is still up.
That's the problem, too. By taking it over here, you can't just simply go this way, transfer some drones, and keep mining through this mess. If he uproots the spine crawler, it will absolutely get focused before it gets a chance to burrow, which is why he's hugging these mineral patches. Credit goes to JonSnow, though. He's being very cautious with his drones. Now, the choice to reroute this is going to be dangerous.
Oh, but Pilipili pulls away from the drone line trying to get their Lings. Yeah, that was potentially a really big mistake. Now the spine crawler is rooted. The drones, they can just hold position, really. You don't have to attack necessarily.
The Queen's going to go down.
That means no transfuse. Oh, it's going to be good. All right. Yeah. I mean, he was in a better position than if he had, 15 hatch, and even technically you've seen people 3 hatch and hold off a 2 gauge. Jadong, anyone? But